Namaste and good afternoon. It is a Monday, November 11th, 2019. Hi, Destiny is here and today she is suited up with her mechanic jacket on, and I am going to be talking to you today about an analogy that I had about the human body and the body of our car or our vehicle. And I got this analogy, and I want to share it with you guys. It's been like now 8 months. I'm getting my equipment ready. Guys, namaste, good afternoon, and welcome today for another video. This one is going to be exciting, and you're going to learn something about your human body, about your body, and about the vehicle, the body of your car. So let me jump into this, and I don't want to prolong this. And let me just tell you, I'm going to ask the question first, okay? How many of you out there love analogies? I do, Destiny? Oh, no, not me, Destiny. I do, Destiny. No, I really don't. But how many really do love analogies? Put your answer in the comment box. Say, Destiny, I do, or Destiny, I don't, or Destiny, I'm not into all that. Post your comment there, okay? But for me, I love analogies. And I find them quite fascinating because analogies help me to stretch my mind to a whole nother level of thinking. Because it's like two opinions and I'm weighing one with the other, and it causes me to stretch my mind beyond my common knowledge of something, and I got to see it in a perspective of more facets where I can get a better understanding of something. I mean, if you quite understand what an analogy is, that is what I'm trying to explain. Let me tell you something. You all know that I've been telling you I am in school now, and I started my classes this past winter, and I'm in a class that I'm being taught holistic health and nutrition. And when I first got into that class, I got this book. Look at this. And that book, good book, very good book, very informative, a lot of information, but wow, that is a lot of knowledge about the human body, about every part of your body, every sickness and disease you can think of in your body. Now, like I said, biology is a very interesting subject. It is the most fundamental science, yet it's one of the most complex. But you will learn about your human body. And this book taught me some of everything, and I'm still today trying to comprehend it all. I want you to get a good look. Very good book. See? Okay? Also, this book, it tells you all. I mean, it's a good starting foundation to learning about the human body. And I learned a lot. Now, this was my very first book when I started up my class. Then I got to this book, my second course, my second study. And this book, Your Body Many Cries for Water. Your body's many cries for water. And this was fascinating because, oh wow, it tells you how much your body needs water. And I know there's a lot of myths and there's a lot of facts, and you know, we gotta weigh the two opinions because a lot of people saying too much water, it will overdo certain things, and you know, it will affect on your body's health. But this book, it explains everything so much clearer, and I got so much of a knowledge. Get this book. And when we was telling you that our body really do need water. I mean, we got to be careful of the water that we are putting in our bodies as well. And purified water, distilled water, those are good waters. But you, like I said, you don't have a very good water, then you can get a water system where you make sure your water is purified and clean. But when this book got to talking about how our body needs water, to cool down our body system, to fuel our body system, to energize our body system. And this analogy came to me. It's just like a car. Your car, my car, the very vehicles that we ride, it needs water. And for our car to run without being shut down because it's overheating, it needs water, it needs fuels. And that's what made me start thinking about this subject that I'm going to talk on today. I'm going to get this book close to you again. I want you to see this book. See? And that is what got me to really think. And I spent 8 months meditating upon this topic and thinking about this topic. And this morning, and when I awakened, it all came back to me in that 8-month period where I first began this analogy. And wow, I said, you know what? I have to sit down and I have to put all my thoughts together, everything that I have learned and I have studied, put it together, and I'm going to bring it to you. I'm going to show you how your body is like your car. And that's what I'm going to be talking about. Again, how is your body like your car? And our body needs water, and we don't get the water that we need, and we are empty and water in our bodies, our energy system will be depleted, and our body will not function properly. So let's jump into this, okay? Let's get into it. I'll just show you these 2 books. Check it out and go out there and study. But that is what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about those 2 topics today, and I have some notes here, and I want you to hear everything that I'm going to say, so I'm going to try to take it very calmly and very easy. So, that is where I got the analogy from about the human body and a car, because they both have so many similarities, and they operate very much in the same way. Now I'm going to show you all of this, and I'm going to bring it out right in front of you, and then you can maybe have an analogy that you want to share about this very same topic with me, because I'm always looking for information and you all's opinions and your comments, because it really helps me to grow into my full conscious being, where I have the knowledge and information that I can learn more. I'm always open for learning. But anyway, they're the car, your vehicle, and our body parts. They are so similar in so many ways, and they operate the same, because just as a car needs gasoline for fuel, so your body, it requires water and other fluids. And also, like I said, your car also needs gasoline and it needs water, because you got to cool down the thermostat and all that. It has to be monitored. And your body needs water, because sometimes your body becomes overheated. So we got to have adequate amount of water in our bodies, as well as our cars or vehicles, how you want to say that, okay? But analogies and metaphors, it helps us describe undescribable things. For those of us who have never even really looked under the hood of a car. Some have, many have, and there's a whole lot that don't do those things. I'll take it to the mechanic. I'll find someone else to do it. I don't know nothing about cars, but just pull your hood of your car, your vehicle up, and look at all the vehicle systems that runs throughout that car, because every one of those systems has a vital part for your car to function properly. If you go into anatomy and you take a look at the human body, you go pull out your biology books or whatever, and you look at the human body, the body of a human. It also has many body systems, and each system within that body has operations that they need to work, so they all can work in tune with one another, so we can keep our bodies operating. That's how the Creator created our bodies. I don't know why I stuck on that today. But anyway, so much, like I said, just pull the hood up. I'm not asking you to get out there and work on it. No, you don't have to do that. Just pull up the hood and take a very good look. And much less know what to make out of all of these mechanic parts. You might not know, but just look. And you pull out your your instruction guide to your car and study and look at some of the parts and its significant meanings to those mechanical parts. Vehicle systems are nearly impossible to understand because there's so many. And there are so much, like I said, like your body systems as well. And we won't understand them unless we study, or we got a degree, or we're a doctor or nurses, or we have studied biology and all that. We'll understand more about it. But what if I told you that your vehicle's cooling system was like the body of the circulatory system? Well, no, yes. Yes, it is. Because if you have a fever in your body, then you won't feel well. We all know that, right? Well, in order to function properly, your vehicle's engine, it needs to run at the right temperature as well. So, if your engine in your car is running too hot, a sensor will go off and coolant is released to cool the engine off. And when you have a fever in your very own body, a sensor also goes off. And then our thermostat within our body, which is the hypothalamus, it sets itself into a higher degree, and then our body responds by sweating. And when we sweat and our pores are open and sweat begin to pour out our body, that is other means of cooling off our bodies. So we can see that the vehicle's cooling system is so much like our circulatory system. So it makes a lot more sense if you really stop and you look at it. Now you will see this as I continue to open this information up. And I'm going to share just a little bit, and you can go out and do your own research, which I'm always encouraging that you do. Okay, but Audrey Forden, she's of the WomenAutoKnow.com group. She came up with this brilliant way to understand a vehicle's systems. And she thought this way out before I got that analogy 8 months ago. And what she does, what Audrey does, she compares our body systems and the vehicle of a car systems. And she compares them. And she compares it, and she's going to show each step of it, and you're going to be so blown away. So you need to check this out, because I'm going to go through each one of these steps that she showed. And I bet when I get through showing you every part of your body and the body systems of your cars, and by the time you get to the bottom of that list, you're going to have a whole better and fuller understanding, and you're going to learn something about your cars as well as your body. And I know that is exciting, so let's keep digging into this a little further. Now, the skeleton system. It is like the car frame. And like I said, the car frame is your skeleton system of your body, and it is the key to flexibility. And if an injured foot is causing you to limp, that compromises your ability to walk. And the same holds true for your car body. If it's out of alignment, then the car's ability to take a shock is compromised. If the tires on your car is flat, then your car is still out of alignment. And that is the skeleton system. It is like your car frame. So, if an injured foot, like I said, hey, of the body is causing us to limp, like I said, hey, we're not going to have the ability to walk upright, to walk straightly, because it's out of function, out of alignment. And that is what that is all about. Then we have the digestive system, which is like fuel. And we have our digestive system within our body. Fuel and gas, it's like food for our body as well. And our cars require fuel, gas. That's like food. We're feeding our cars. But our body requires food as well. So your body, it uses the food that we put in our bodies for energy, right? So the engine breaks down the fuel to optimize it and to run its body, the engine. And you can relate with that, can't you? Okay. Now let's move on. The endocrine system is like a car's computers. Computers in your car are like the endocrine system. The hormones or chemicals that control your body functions. Your glands are comparable to the ECM, the PCM, and the OBD number 2. And I know you probably see some of these things show up on your car dashboard. You probably don't understand them. But these are like glands, and they are comparable to these things, like the transmission of your computer, the window computer, and the HVAC controls. And notice all of these car computers and those signals and signs when they show up and let you know that you need to test something in your car may be wrong. Well, your body has that also, and you can compare that to your endocrine system of your body, okay? And we all know about the immune system. And an immune system is like the gauges and the dash lights on your car. So let's look into that. The gauges and dash lights in your car are like your immune system in your body. And they let you know when your car needs a checkup. And your immune system will, start doing things. You'll start getting breathing difficulties, or you'll start getting like fluids in your lungs, seem like, or mucus in your body. It's letting you know it's time for a checkup. And that's what your immune system will do. Just like the gauges and the dash lights on your car will let you know when your body needs a checkup as well. Now the lymphatic system is like the speed sensors. And I know the lymphatic system is, like I said, check it out, study it more if it's a part of your body. But we can compare the lymphatic system. It's like being the speed sensors. And the sensors, it measure vehicle and engine speed and how your car is running. So like the lymphatic system, sensors will help defend the body. And every time you get like a little runny nose, or you start feeling like a little sore throat, these are sending sensors. They are sending sensors letting you know that, hey, it's time for a checkup. And so, let's go on to the circulatory system. And I talked a little bit about that earlier, but it's like the cooling system of your car. And like the cooling system of the car, if you have a fever, then you're not feeling well. And I've said that before. And in order to run properly, your car's engine needs to be at the right temperature. When you go out there the winter time and it's too cold, it may not crank. It's not at the right temperature. Sometimes in the very intense heat during the summer, it gets so hot, it may not crank properly because it's overheated with temperature. And like I said, that cooling system on your car is like your secretory system because they work in the same way. So it can detect when your body needs to be cooled down and brought back to the right temperature. Then the muscular system is like your engine torque. And the engine torque is all that is just strength. And it's similar to your legs, and it's pumping the pedals like going on a bicycle or a treadmill. You building up those muscles in your body, in your body system. Well, that is what the engine torque of your car is. It gives you that strength where you can prolong yourself for long durability, you know. And it's similar, like you said, the pedals on your car, because it's pumping, it's getting that gas, so you can bring that gas from your engine into your car. So then there is the nervous system, which is like your car's electrical system. And the electrical system of your car is like the nervous system, as I said. And a pinched nerve in the body is like a broken wire in your car. And it causes the system or your vehicle to behave erratically and unpredictably. And those things can really frustrate us when those electrical systems in your car goes out of whack and everything is just unpredictable. You worry, is it going to start? I get it started, it's going to stop. That is all what your nervous system is like as well. So let's move on to our respiratory system, which is like the air induction. Because that's our breathing channel, our breathing units of our body. So the air induction of your car is, like I said, it is like your respiratory system. If there is something wrong, your engine will have trouble taking in air. If we have trouble taking in air, which is our oxygen, we're not breathing properly, something can easily, quickly go wrong within our bodies. And when that does happen to your car, and your car is not taking in the engine that it needs, and it's causing your car to choke, it's just like our human bodies when we're not taking in the proper oxygen like we need. It's so much similar to our asthmatic, because we be grasping for breath and trying to get that breath, you know. And that's, like I said, that's panicking, really panicking. Also, there's the urinary system in our bodies, which is like the exhaust system in the car. That's the exhaust system. As I said, it is like the urinary system of your body. And if you cannot properly eliminate that waste in your body and your bowels backed up and you are constipated, that is hard. That is hard on the body. But that's the same problem that the exhaust system in your car will go through. All kinds of hard ingestion, because now your car is trying to release and it's trying to expel a whole lot of things in your body to properly eliminate it. So your car can function and work properly, and just like your body. And if your body cannot properly eliminate waste, guess what? You become sick. You become backed up, ill, gravely sick at some point if you don't get this waste out of your body. And that's the same thing with your car. It do the same job. It has to eliminate waste. It has to eliminate things in your car that is no use for your car. And your car does that same job, safely removing the waste from the exhaust system. So that was just a few things that I just want to touch on. That was an analogy that I got about 8 months ago when I was started my school, my study, and I'm just like, the first 2 books was, they were filled with information, so much about our bodies. And when I got to that book about the many cries, our body cries for many waters, whatever the topic, I just showed you that book. And when I got that revelation, I was like, whoa, that's a powerful revelation. And that was an analogy, and I want to share that with you. And that's it. After 8 months, it stayed within me. And this morning, it said, hey, address that. Put it out there. So you all heard what I had to say. I tell you what, you heard what I spoke. Now you go and do your own research. Now you tell me what you think. Do you have an analogy that you would like to share? If you do, place it in the comment box. I'm always wanting to hear from you out there, guys. I love you and I thank you for always sharing my videos. I thank you for always watching my videos, and I thank you for your comments. And I thank you for sending me information to help me grow into my greater and higher self. I am so delighted to have such wonderful, wonderful viewers and subscribers out there. So on that further note, I am done. And so put that question out there. How is your car like your body? Compare it. And then I'll see you at the next video. And I'm waiting to see you drop comments in the comment box below. On that further note, I'm out of here. I've done what I came to do. I love you guys. It is so great, wonderful Monday. See you at the next video. Namaste, guys, and good evening.